We aren't looking for just any college students. We want passionate, curious, hard-working multitaskers. The strongest West Virginians, those who work, parent, and go the extra mile because they wouldn't have it any other way. Those who want professors to know them by name. And those who know that a fast-paced life is best navigated with a family who has your back. We are West Virginia State University. And if this is you, you're one of us.
What are you working for? Do you want to pursue your athletic potential while earning a degree that will benefit you for a lifetime? Do you want to play at the highest level in your sport? Do you want to be a champion? That's what the 12 proud members of the Mountain East Conference are advancing toward every day, providing opportunities and pursuing excellence. The Mountain East Conference.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we would ask that you please rise, and gentlemen, please remove your hats, direct your attention to the flag on the scoreboard end of the stadium. We honor America with the playing of our national anthem by the West Virginia State University Marching Swan. Thanks to the Mountain East Conference and West Virginia State University encourage and promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. Profanity, racial, or ethnic comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, and
It's a gorgeous fall day on the beautiful campus of West Virginia State University, and we'd like to welcome everyone to Lake and Ray Field at Dickerson Stadium as our West Virginia State University Yellow Jackets take on the Notre Dame Falcons. This should be a great football. Falcons of Notre Dame are sitting at number 17 nationally in NCAA Division II. They're also sitting at number 1 in the Mountain East. State is sitting right now at number 3. As always, I'm Justin Walker, and this is
Anthony Pittman.
And we'll be your student commentators for this great event here today. So looking at the matchup, like I said, this is two great football teams. Both of these teams coming off of a win last week. Notre Dame off of getting a victory off of West Liberty, and State getting a victory off of Fairmont State. Okay. So it should be a great game, Anthony.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
For State, we do have a few injuries here, notably.
Silver dollar, the president is ahead, the Liberty Bell's the tail. President head, Liberty Bell's the tail. Heads or tails? Called tails. Tails is the call. It is ahead. West Virginia State, you won the toss. What would you like to do? State has won the toss, defer to the second half. Notre Dame, you want the football. Which direction do you want to kick?
We want the scoreboard in the fourth, so we can kick this one.
Turn around for me, please. West Virginia State won the toss, deferred. Kick away from the scoreboard. Notre Dame will receive. Good luck, gentlemen. Play well.
So this should be a really just great football game. Looking at some of the tape here, like looking at the matchup. Of course, Coach Penn has been with the university for going on 4 years now. With the Falcons. Coach Mack, this is This is his first year. He was on the assistant staff last year and got promoted to head coach this year. So, and then, so it could be a good game.
I think we're in for some good football here.
We haven't seen it. We have not seen a non-good football game here at State. There's been some nail biters, and there's been some just great football so far this season.
No, absolutely.
So teams get ready to take the field. And it looks like State defers, which, I mean, given the success of their defense in the last few weeks, that makes perfect sense.
One thing I hope we've started to figure out was our special teams.
That has been a dent in the armor for State over the last few weeks. And as we all know, football is 3 stages, 3 phases of the game. You have to execute on all 3 if you want to be successful.
Absolutely. And we're off the way. Booch kit.
Goes out of bounds. That's a great field position for the Falcons starting off.
Oh, those 35 still?
35 or 40. We'll see where they line them up at.
I'm going to say 35. Yep, 35.
Great field position starting off. So one of the things to look at is the running game for the Falcons. It's their bread and butter. They've accumulated almost 300 yards in the first part of the season with their run game. So
Falcons have,
so
I think both teams is kind of offset. Kind of confused a little bit.
Falcons start off in the gun. Still kind of moving personnel around. Fakes the handoff, goes for a great play across the middle.
See how they get going. Got 2 up top, 1 in the bottom. Yep.
That's Brim in the gun. Looking for another deep ball. Overthrew his receiver.
Almost the receiver had the wrong release inside.
That was Rico Small on the attempted reception for the Falcons. As we become accustomed, most teams in the Mountain East run a spread style offense out of the gun. Fast paced. Grim calls for the ball. Fakes the handoff. Has a man. Wide open. Great play down the field.
They ran that fake read and straight to it.
Well, as I was saying, their run game is the strong suit for the Falcons. So be able to use that, especially early when you think they're going to run, is a great way to offset the defense. And you just need to freeze them for just a few seconds.
Absolutely. That wide receiver looks like he's about 6'1", 6'2".
Good jumps too.
Yeah.
Falcons in the gun, calls for the ball, hands it off. State swarms on the play.
Is there QB a running QB? Any at all? 18?
No, he's more of a pocket guy.
I got you. He's definitely well fitted.
Chris Brown.
Gotcha. Screenplay. Ooh.
He threw for over 3,200 yards last year and 31 touchdowns.
He can let the ball go. He knows their offense.
Senior.
There it is. Great mind.
You cannot, you cannot replace experience.
Can't beat it.
No.
Spread out here down at the bottom towards the numbers.
Big third down. This is where State gets where their defense steps it up is near the red zone. Brom looking downfield, has a couple options.
He snuck right in there between them linebackers. They separated just a little bit, and he slipped right in between.
Just a great pass play.
Absolutely. Great patience.
First and goal for the Falcons at the state 3-yard line.
I was thinking it was on the 2. It was so close.
Let's see if we can, at state, we can get a good little stop here. Get them to come out with 3. At this point, you're that far in the red zone. Just try to work for the best.
They've had so much success in the red zone on the the 1 and 2 over the last couple of weeks. Could be a false start.
Yep.
False start. Offense number 12. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
It's really when you're that close, it doesn't honestly hurt you.
Kind of let you out a sigh.
That was number 12 in the offense.
First and goal.
Brom setting the play at the line of scrimmage. Putting a man in motion. You've got a stack formation at the top of the field there. Looks like it's going to be a handoff. Trying to find something. State gets on the ball quickly. No going for the Falcons.
Yeah, our defense is definitely the stopping force.
They are.
We've seen it last week, back-to-back in the red zone.
They're fast, and they were able to close the gap quickly.
Absolutely.
They truly have a bend, don't break mentality to them. And it's so hard to score in the Yellow Jackets when you get into this confined space. Brom calling for the ball. Bobbled snap, looks downfield. Mine has a jump ball in the corner, overthrows his receiver.
They're letting them play. They are letting them play.
But, just that little bit of timing cue will throw you off on a route like that.
Absolutely. Muff the ball. And
So here's where State usually steps it up, is third down in the red zone. We've seen some big plays from them over the last few weeks.
got one-on-ones on the outside.
Graham in the gun, hands the ball off, trying to find a hole, and State makes the stop.
That's great defense. I'm not for sure what better you could do.
Well, we've seen it. We've seen it countless times in our working these games. Is that they will stop them in the red zone. Big time stop for State. Now, if they can come out and they can score, we're cooking with gas at that point.
Absolutely. Let's see if our offense can come out and just get rolling. And that's good.
You hear the cliche, but it's very true. You approach every game the same every week. You don't over anticipate one game compared to the other. But this would be a big win for West Virginia State University.
Absolutely, exactly. I mean, like you said, what is it?
Media time.
Until after the game.
Any little thing successful you do in this game is just going to give us energy to keep going. So hopefully, in the long run, it turns out in our favor.
Well, I mean, if this is one of the best teams I think Coach Penn has had in the last few years. I mean, just well-rounded. Defense has just played lights out. Offense has made big plays. The only dent in the armor, and we've talked about it, has been special teams.
Yeah.
So. Still waiting for the teams to get ready for the ensuing kickoff. Notre Dame getting ready to kick off. Beautiful kick.
See what type
Fielded.
of yardage we can get out of here.
Trying to make something happen. Makes the first man miss. Gets brought down right at about the 24-yard line. To give you a little bit of a average right now, we're looking at points per game. State usually averages 23. Notre Dame 25. Extremely close. Total offense. Average per game. State 323. Notre Dame 325.7.
This is going to be a nail biter. Like last week, we were kind of thinking it was going to come down to the wire, but as we know, State actually took it to another notch coming out of the second half. So for this week, I've got the same mindset that I think it's going to go down to the wire again, considering the stats you've just given us.
Well, looking at third down conversions.
Good pass, good catch.
Great pass by Donovan.
He posted up like a basketball player. Gave him a big target to hit.
That was to Travis McAdoo.
Travis McAdoo. That's got to be a good, cool little last thing to have. Hero to intercom.
It's fun to say. Riddick in the gun, looking downfield, sees his man, gets the ball off, quick pass. Great pickup for State. That was Gatson on the reception.
That's got to be a flag somewhere. No? Play ball.
That was... They're definitely letting them play. That was very close. Defender's head wasn't really on a swivel. There was a lot of contact between the two.
I agree. But if they're not going to call it, play ball. No need to argue it.
Brings up 2nd and 10. On State's own 36. 3 wide receiver set. Barry Hill in motion. Fakes the jet sweep. Tries to get something going. Notre Dame sniffs it out.
Good defensive read.
Well, that's one thing we've talked about is teams in the Mountain East look at Donovan Riddick and try to find ways to game plan around him for his skill set. And that's a good example of Notre Dame doing their homework and knowing what to look for. Donovan in the gun, calls for the ball, looks downfield, goes through his progressions, finds an open man. Big time play from State. First down.
That definitely a big time play. Came right across the middle, streaking, looking for the ball.
It's a 14-yard gain for Western State University. Riddick directing traffic at the line of scrimmage. In the gun. 4 wide receiver set. Hands the ball off. McAdoo with a nice pickup on the ground.
I like how our offense is up pace. It's not a lot of walking around. Let's get on the ball, play football. Another read option, keeps it.
Donovan makes something happen on the ground. A true dual threat. It's very fast pace. Actually, it's even a little bit slower than what it has over the last few weeks.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because I was going to say the same.
Donovan looking for the play from the sideline. 4 wide receiver set. Man in motion. Nice pickup. Great way to move the chains.
It seems like to me maybe I've overlooked it a little bit, but he seems so comfortable in the pocket with his quick little reads.
Yeah, and what's if you look at the head motion, he's getting his progressions. He's not looking for one receiver. He's scanning the field,
Absolutely.
Which comes with experience.
Absolutely.
Again, going through his progression, steps up in the pocket, doesn't like what he sees, tries to make something happen on the ground. No going for Riddick, though.
Big loss.
Well, they just were able to close in on the pocket there.
Absolutely.
The loss of 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 6.
6-yard loss on the play. Second and 16. Got a 4 wide receiver set. Calls for the ball. Quick screen. Gets the ball off. Gets a couple yards back.
Next pass complete to McAdoo.
They're usually coming off of a big play loss or big loss when, yardage. Screens and draws are a great way to get some of that yardage back usually.
Quick, absolutely. That time, Notre Dame actually just sniffed that one out.
Found it and shut it down. They got a couple yards out of the deal, though.
Yeah.
Actually, according to the line judge, they lost 2 yards.
Prevent.
Definitely prevent defense. Tries just shut it down. I think his arm got hit as he was throwing.
Next pass intended for Dillon.
Well, you were able to move the chains. You were able to get your defense some rest, so it wasn't a total loss. But now you're going to put the game back in the hands of your defense again.
See if we can make something happen. Punt team out here.
And nice punt.
Nice.
Doesn't
punt.
go to. Takes a favorable Falcons bounce.
Timeout. Media. Media timeout.
Hunt is down by Neville at the 20-yard line.
They mark it down at the 19.
We are on a.
We aren't looking for just any college students. We want passionate, curious, hard-working multitaskers. The strongest West Virginians, those who work, parent, and go the extra mile because they wouldn't have it any other way. Those who want professors to know them by name. And those who know that a fast-paced life is best navigated with a family who has your back. We are West Virginia State University. And if this is you, you're one of us.
What are you working for? Do you want to pursue your athletic potential while earning a degree that will benefit you for a lifetime? Do you want to play at the highest level in your sport? Do you want to be a champion? That's what the 12 proud members of the Mountain East Conference are advancing toward every day, providing opportunities and pursuing excellence. The Mountain East Conference.
State's defense taking the field. Let's see what the Falcons have in store. So we're looking for big games from Jeremiah Covenant Griggs.
Gotcha. He hands it off, coming to the outside.
Way to make some space, but a great stop. The speed of State's defense on display.
That was a big time tackle. That was definitely a great tackle. Let's see. Back in the same. Another handout to the outside.
Trying to get something going.
State's
defense shuts it down again.
Our defense is actually some people don't like to watch defense, but Not gonna lie, I like watching our defense.
Well, again, I'm going to say a cliche, but defense wins championships, and at the end of the day, that is very true.
Yeah, like it's.
I mean, anymore, you do need a truly balanced team, but if you have a solid defense, it just your winning percentage goes through the roof.
Absolutely. It just allows you to have more comfort with stopping another offense from scoring.
And makes you feel better about punting the ball away.
Absolutely.
Brennan looking downfield, has his man.
Ooh.
Oh, my, what a great play from Notre Dame. Off the fingertips of the defender, into the hands of the receiver for Notre Dame. Big-time play, big-time touchdown.
That was a good ball.
There was a flag on the play.
That ball just had enough, just the right amount.
Skidded the hand of the defender.
Defender jumped up like he was in a video game to pick it off.
That was Andre Allen Jr. on the reception, an 80-yard touchdown for Notre Dame. That's gotta hurt, hurt State on that because
Touchdown is good.
That was the
dead ball.
great
Unsportsmanlike conduct for spinning the ball.
And just
Notre Dame number 6.
Really.
West Virginia State is elected to take that penalty on the kickoff. We'll now try.
The ball was going to get knocked out.
6 is first unsportsmanlike conduct foul of the game.
That one's a tough one.
The arm on display. Chris Brim. See why he threw for over 3,000 yards last year.
3,000, sheesh. He's got an arm. He's either got an arm or he's got both, actually. He's got an arm and good wide receivers to get open and make plays.
That was a heads-up play from the receiver.
That's what happens when you get these senior quarterbacks. You get them molded into your system. Not a 1 year, 2 years. You get three, possibly 4 under a QB. By about his 4th year, you're going to be looking at something.
Well, it was just a heads-up play from the receiver as well. I mean, just a way to keep fighting because I mean, for a split second, it looked like the defender had made the play on the ball.
Right.
And just had enough to get the defender's hands graze the ball and just right into the hands of Andre Allen Jr. for Notre Dame. I mean, that hurts. Especially the way State's defense came out in the early part of that series. Great kickoff. Fielded at the 20. Trying to make something happen. Gets almost to the 40-yard line. Great return for State.
Big game. Offense heads back out. Let's see if we can make something happen.
You don't want to use the words do or die this early in the game, but facing 10-0 against one of the best teams in the division, you need to put some points on the board. From what we've seen, in the previous weeks, State's offense has stepped up when they needed to.
Absolutely. I think we'll get some points on the board here.
Great handoff, jet sweep. Barry Hill trying to make something happen. Gets caught at the line of scrimmage. Flag on the play. Sure if it's holding. Looks like the call might be against.
Dead ball, personal foul. Notre Dame number 2.
Personal foul.
Dead ball, personal foul. West Virginia State number 11. These penalties offset.
Offsetting penalties.
Second down.
It was a personal foul on both teams. Offsetting penalties. Donovan in the gun. Calls for the ball. Quick read. Fakes the fakes the progressions and tries to get something upfield. Nothing going, though. That was just putting a hat on a hat. When you do a play like that, you've got to have assignment football, and you pretty much, when you're playing the defense, you've got to have someone there on the quarterback, and they did that time.
Right, like a spy.
Yeah. Because if he'd gotten past that one man, he probably would have been able to pick up more yardage because there would have been no one on him. Ready calling for the ball.
See what he's got.
Has a man downfield. Great reception. Great pickup.
Yes, sir. First down.
A much-needed first down. Lineman back up. Well, go ahead, sir.
It's like we're about to snap the ball before the chains even get set.
Hand off to Travis McAdoo. Or no, that was
25. Nicholas Fanning.
Yep.
Fanning. Yeah, there's a guy in there. Fanning.
Ready calling for the ball. Hands the ball off.
I think he just made it back to the line of scrimmage.
Hard fight in the trenches for the Yellow Jacket offense. You got 2 yards on that play. That was a hard fought 2 yards.
Absolutely. They don't. Our running backs have to be seen not to skip leg day.
We're not having Joe Fielder, and it hurts. It's such a big impact the last couple of weeks. Reddick calling for the ball. Fakes the handoff. Finds his man downfield. Great play. Great reception. Oh!
He intercepted. Wow.
The ball bounced out, and they're calling it an interception. We're waiting on a call from the judge. Flags are being thrown on the field.
That was a big-time catch. Somehow, I'm not for sure how the ball popped back out. Maybe the defender hands was still inside. But if so,
the ground can't cause a fumble. So I want to hear the call from the line judges on the field, and the officials. I mean,
At the conclusion of the play and after the interception, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on Notre Dame, number 7, 15-yard penalty, be Notre Dame's ball, first down. It's number 7's first at UNS of the game.
What really happened? As far as I could see, maybe the defensive back hands was still inside, and it popped out as he came down.
From our point of view in the booth, it looked like the receiver bounced off the ground as the ball came out.
Those are the ones you just wish to get back, but live to fight another day. That would hurt. Because he for sure had that one secured.
I've watched a lot of football in my life, and I there's no review in Division II football. So I mean, that call. I mean, from my point of view, is questionable. I would have said the receiver would have been down when he hit the ground.
That was tough. I'm not for sure if it counts as an interception or a fumble.
I'm not sure.
Interesting.
That's one of those that we've seen 2 fluke plays go against State in the opening part of this football game. I mean, that's one thing you have to look at is luck, and I tell you, the ball has bounced Notre Dame's way twice so far. One being able to get off the fingertips of our defender, and then that play down on the 10-yard line. Just a great pass, great reception, and just a fluke play.
Right.
State trying to make something happen. Notre Dame has a man downfield. Great pickup. Great juke. State still able to stop him from getting in the end zone, though.
I wonder, did he run a wheel route and just sneak out the back?
I believe he did, actually.
That was a good play.
State's defense is playing a little bit shell-shocked. I think State's a little bit shell-shocked coming out of that. I mean, I'm still shocked. I'm right
with you.
I thought for sure they would have marked him down. I mean, the ground can't cause a fumble.
See if we can get a big stop here, and let's just come out with let him come out.
Gunn hands
3.
the ball off. I think he crossed the plane. See the call from the judges.
I would say a yard short.
He's right. They're knocking on the door for sure.
Yeah, maybe inches.
Knocking on the door for sure.
That is the end of the first quarter.
And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Now, the nature of the game, you just have to take that play, put it out of your mind, and keep going.
Right. Try to just keep on. Yeah, keep going to the next. Try to just, like you said, try.
As a fan, though, and a spectator, that plays like that stick in your head, though, especially as a fan. That's hard to watch. But that being said, that's some adversity. It's one of the things that Coach Penn talked about is facing adversity and knowing how the team's going to react. And so this is that moment we discussed. So because you can't get much more adversity than that. I mean, that's
because it's going to come. Adversity is going to come. It's just how you handle it.
I think they should implement a challenge system the way they have in Division I for Division II, honestly.
Right.
Especially for plays like that.
But Division II just gets everything trickled down from Division I, slowly but surely on some things. But that is definitely one that should be in the conversation.
I 100% support that, especially for plays like that. I mean, that. Because that's one of those things you have to look at and say, well, was the ball coming out before he hit the ground?
Right.
Touchdown for the Falcons. Because if he's down when you're instantaneously down in college football once your knee hits. You cannot fumble the ball once your knees touch the ground. It's very reminiscent of a few years ago, the Des Bryant catch that wasn't a catch in the end zone against Green Bay.
Right. Yeah, that was definitely a big deal.
So I mean, it's you see it all the time in from the pros to college, just plays that are just flukes.
We got 16.
That point by Zippy is good.
Timeout. Media.
Virginia State University.
Media
16
timeout.
to 0 at the beginning of the second quarter.
17 now, right? Because of that. Yep.
17 zip now. I'd like to take this time to thank our sponsors. Encova Insurance, Gino's Pizza and Spaghetti House, Tudor's Biscuit World, Gomart, Mulling Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, Baird Financial Services, and Cookout.
Yeah, well, you've got a Cookout on there.
Great milkshakes.
Absolutely. Let's see, I don't think have we ever been down 14-0?
I don't believe so far this season.
To me, this would be great adversity and makes you grow together even stronger and
all in all,
fighting.
We knew coming in this was going to be one of the toughest tests for the Yellow Jackets. We were facing a ranked opponent. I think they're 21st in the coaches poll in Division II, NCAA. They've been one of the perennial powers in the Mountain East for the last 6 years. So we knew it was going to be a tough game coming in. We also knew that State's been just gangbusters this season, and we look at the numbers on the tail of the tape, and they're so similar in so many things they do. So I feel this game is far from over.
Yeah, I definitely think the game's far from over. I mean, we still got 14:50 left in the first half.
So if State can get over this hump here, get some points on the board.
I mean, again, I think of one of our big defensive back, Henry Hutchins. He's actually out too, and I seen him coming up the steps with a boot on his leg. So
That hurts us, and that hurts us tremendously in the secondary.
yes, plays a big part in the secondary. Just the experience, really.
There are so many things that go into athletics at this level, and that's one thing. It's not just talent. It's not just experience. It's can you stay healthy?
Right.
How are the matchups? What is the parity between you and the other team? There are so many factors, and that's one reason why I love college athletics. It's just beautiful from a sports nerd standpoint, of course. Travis McAdoo on the run, fighting for every single inch, and getting
like
some nice
field.
carry. Of course, the fast tempo of State. Riddick calling for the ball. Fakes the handoff. QB keeper gets some distance, making things happen with his feet. Gets out of bounds. Smart play. Not only does he pick up the first down, but he gets out of bounds before he gets touched. Just a great heads-up play. Riddick looking at the sideline for direction. Getting the team in position. 4 wide receiver set. Puts a man in motion. Hands off to McAdoo. Notre Dame sniffs out, though, and gets a great stop.
Absolutely, they did. They were right on that. Like they was almost with the handoff.
Great timing for that front line from Notre Dame. So a loss of a yard on the play. Riddick directing traffic at the line. Offset formation in the shotgun. Looking downfield. Doesn't like what he sees. Tries to take off. Gets to his check down in time. Maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
Probably would have wanted to throw that one out of bounds, but tried to make the most out of it.
Got the ball. He got the ball off, and that was what was important.
Right.
Really, I think he was kind of aiming, it's kind of touch and go. The receiver should have maybe tried to get the ball out of bounds, but I mean it was very close right there.
Got 3rd and 13.
Riddick looking downfield, steps up into the pocket, gets the ball off to his check down, a little shuttle pass, gets across the 50.
Did he get a first down out of that? I think he did.
I believe he did.
He did.
Shades of Patrick Mahomes out on the field just now from Donovan Riddick. Way to make something out of nothing.
Maybe that'll spark.
13-yard pickup on the shuttle pass to his check down receiver. Riddick in the gun. Has a man in motion. Looking downfield. Lets it fly. Going deep. Overthrew his receiver the last second.
That was a pretty ball, though. That was a pretty ball.
If his receiver had had one more step, I think we would have had a touchdown just now. That was Moreau on the attempted reception. Riddick calling for the ball. Hands the ball off. QB keeper using his feet again.
Good read, good tackle, too. Good open field tackle.
Great open field tackle. But also a great pickup for State.
Absolutely. It's always for that last play that happened to the deep ball, it's always a bummer.
with Joe Fielder out, you're going to expect that you're going to see Riddick running more, having more duties on the ground.
Right. Try to get his legs more involved, but
Riddick calling for the ball. Hands the ball off. Hard fighting in the trenches, running between the tackles. Is McAdoo on the carry? Changing the play at the line of scrimmage, getting direction from the sideline is Riddick. Calling for the ball. Riddick looking downfield, going through his progressions.
Good
Finds his
play.
man.
It's like a rub screen, how he ran the route. Good play call. Moving the ball.
That was Gatson again on the reception. Great little handoff. Got some well-needed yards there, pushing into the red zone.
That read option's killing them.
It is.
Let's see if we end up staying with it. But try to not so much. Yeah.
You don't want to get your quarterback banged
Right.
up.
That's yeah. Definitely don't want that.
Riddick looking. Steps up into the pocket. Finds his man. And, just knocked out of his hands at the last second. It's one thing I say about the secondary play of Notre Dame, that they have great handwork. They attack the ball at the point it hits the receiver's hands.
Yeah, that's big in your defensive backfield. Because not only are you stopping the play, but you're not letting them gain nothing.
Or potentially getting turnovers.
Right.
Coach Pitt calling the play in. Riddick in the gun. Calls for the ball. Finds his man. Has some space. Makes it to the 10-yard line. Field goal unit taking the field.
They would. I know for sure we wish we would have got 6 out of that one. Kick is up, and it's good.
Good.
3-17. Got some points up on the board.
Schmidt's
Timeout.
30
Media.
is good.
Media timeout.
I've got a crazy eyebrow.
You're going to want a big stop from your defense coming off of this. I mean, if
We aren't looking for just any college students. We want passionate, curious, hard-working multitaskers. The strongest West Virginians, those who work, parent, and go the extra mile because they wouldn't have it any other way. Those who want professors to know them by name. And those who know that a fast-paced life is best navigated with a family who has your back. We are West Virginia State University. And if this is you, you're one of us.
But yeah, with 9 left in a quarter, possibly get a get a turnover on downs and score
get the ball
quick.
at the half as well. And State, and they play, historically they play better in the second half than they do in the first.
Right.
So
It's like they like Space Jams, that special water.
special water and Space Jam. Well, historically, Coach Pink came from WVU. In the time period that he was there, they were very similar teams from what he played at and what he coaches, the style he coaches. And that team he was on was very historically a second half team, and so was our team. So I mean, it's great to have. If you can stay in the game the first half, come out and just light the fire second half. I mean, it's much better to be better in the second half than it is the first half.
Right. Burn yourself out first half, and second half you have nothing in the tank. Not to say you start the game off sluggish or anything, but just how the tables turn.
Notre Dame 3 wide receiver set. Brand back in the gun, hands the ball off. No going. State gets on the play quickly. So far, Chris Brim has thrown for 174 yards.
He's rolling. First half.
Brim hands the ball off. State tries to make something happen. Wide receiver loses his footing. Or the running back loses his footing. Big time third down for State's defense. 3rd and 10. But you have to be cognizant of the arm of Chris Bram. He's killed us twice on big plays. In the gun, Bram calls for the ball. Going through his progressions, finds his man. Overthrows his wide receiver. Great defensive 3 and out for State.
Right. That was.
You couldn't ask for a better result.
Couldn't.
Coming off of putting points on the board in the 3 and out. That should give State great field position.
That's right. What I was just speaking up of. You get a 3 and out. Possibly get a quick score. Then work the time off of that. And then doesn't even necessarily have to be a quick score because we are getting the ball out of halftime. So
almost blocked a punt. Great fielding.
Yes, that was.
You've seen no miscues from the special team so far.
Let's keep it up. Hope we don't jinx us. Knock on wood.
Aside from 2 fluke plays, we would have a lot closer game right now.
Honestly, I want to say both. That first touchdown was just a fingertip.
Fingertip away from being intercepted.
Literally.
And then the fluke play down on the end zone.
With an interception or fumble or however you want to see it.
Well, like I said, we knew coming in, this is one of the perennial powers in the Mountain East. We knew this was going to be a hard-fought game for State.
Right. This is games you live for, though, if you're playing football. That's what you live for. Nobody wants blowouts is.
No one wants a cupcake.
Yeah. It's not fun. It gets boring after the first quarter.
At the end of the kick, we tack that on. Holding on the kicking team, number 44. That 10-yard penalty will be tacked on at the end of the kick. First down, West Virginia State.
Something happened.
I think it's a holding.
I missed it.
Looks like it was a holding on
Notre Dame?
Notre Dame, the punt team. So set State up perfectly. Riddick in the gun. 4 wide receiver set, man in motion. Looking downfield. Finds his man. Gets a great play.
Great catch. Great tackle.
So one thing I'll say about Notre Dame. They are instantly there once the ball is caught.
Right.
I don't think I've seen very many yards after catch at all for State today.
That's the thing. It might turn sluggish second half.
17-yard gain for State. Delayed handoff. Gets a couple yards out of it. Looks like Riddick and the running back got a little bit tangled up there on that delayed handoff.
Right.
They were still able to get positive yardage out of it.
Like they both were trying to go through the same gap.
Riddick in the gun. Looks like possibly false start on the offense.
Yeah.
False start.
False start. Off number 62. 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
So against number 62 for the Yellow Jackets offense. Riddick looking at the sideline for the play, calling it at the line of scrimmage. 4 wide receiver set. Coughs the ball, looks downfield.
Great screenplay.
Just beautiful.
Great tackles. Ooh.
Great way to throw off the defense too by looking downfield, but I think it was to McAdoo on the screen. See what that brings up. It should bring up 3rd and 10.
It's like once the first swarm of Notre Dame misses, it's like their second storm is like right there waiting.
They are a very fast, efficient defense. 3rd and 13. Riddick calling for the gun. Big time 3rd down. Looking for his man. Tries to break loose. Does break loose. Gets downfield and fights for the first down.
Is that first?
Riddick fought for every single yard on that play.
That is a first down.
Rumble, young man Rumble, gets the first down.
That's big time. Making it happen with his legs. That is big time.
Smaller frame player, but managed to drag a couple guys with him on the way to the first down. That's wanting it. Handoff State. McAdoo up the center of the field, on his feet, still running.
That's it. They're starting to get rolling here now. But that defender was like, you're not getting away from me. I'm holding on.
Starts from the quarterback down as an offensive player, from the lineman to the receivers to the tight end. When you see your quarterback do something like that, it just lights a fire underneath of you.
Absolutely.
Calls for the ball. McAdoo handoff again, trying to fight for every inch. Makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Big time 3rd down. Sorry, second down. Thought I heard the bell for there for a second. I was like, what? 2nd and 9. So excited. I wasn't paying attention what down we were on. 2nd and 9.
Ooh.
Reverse play. Breaking loose at the corner, getting positive yardage. That shows you the speed of Notre Dame's defense right there, though.
It was right on it.
But
From
still,
one direction to the other.
Still able to get positive yardage out of that reverse. A couple yards there. Trying to cheat one in with a trick play. Costs the ball, decides to keep it, tries to make something happen. No going.
See what we do here.
4th and 7. Looks like the offense is staying on the field.
Yeah. This is why I'm not the head coach.
I would have taken the points, but Coach Penn doesn't go for it very often. Or they're just trying to draw him off sides. Looking to the sideline for the play. We'll see what happens. A little bit of Russian roulette here. Do you hike the ball, or do you try to draw them off? Calling a timeout.
Timeout. West Virginia State. Their first charge timeout of the half.
Proverbial game of football chicken when you get down on that.
That's fine. I'll take a timeout with 3 minutes left.
Oh yeah.
You get a
Talk it over. Decide what you want to do. Do you want to send the kicking team out? Do you want to send the offense back out? Decide on what you want to do. With 3 minutes left in the half, taking 3 points and going in to halftime, potentially 6-17, still not bad because you're getting the ball at the half.
Right.
Score here though changes the whole dynamic of the football game.
Oh, I don't think we should be too greedy here in this situation. Just get what they can.
I would take the
what
points.
We can give, yeah.
But knowing Coach Penny has a play for every single situation, so I'm sure this has came up.
Right. I think we got the kicker out there.
Yeah, looks like we're going for the points. Looks like we're going for the points. Man, college football is great.
It is. Me personally, I like it better than the NFL.
It has a feel to it that's just different. It really
Right.
does. I mean,
That's good.
there's nothing like college football live in person. And growing up, you have emotion. You just end up with emotional attachments. I think more than you have with pro teams because you're physically part of the process.
Yeah.
You're physically a student at the school. You physically care about it. It's not just a intangible thing that you pay money to.
Right.
It is part of you. And college athletics are just amazing. From D1 to D3, there's nothing like it. But looking at the scoreboard, it is Notre Dame 17, West Virginia State University 6, with 2 minutes and 58 seconds left in the second quarter. State comes out and gets a stop here. That would be just phenomenal for the Yellow Jackets. And really setting the pace for the rest of the game. I mean, if you can stop one of the top tier offenses, if you can get 2 3-and-outs back to back, that's a statement right there.
That is. We've seen it last week. Back to back in the red zone, actually.
Back to back in the red zone. The bend don't break defense of State.
We got a decent little turnout. Our crowd's actually making their way a little bit more.
Pretty normal.
Yeah.
Pretty normal. And the ball is up. Great kickoff. Beautiful kick. Fielded at the 10. Trying to make something happen.
He's holding.
See if the ref's seen it.
No,
Nope.
he was holding.
Big time. It's gotten a little chippy down there so far.
All right.
So there's a lot riding on this game for both teams. And it's still an extremely close football game. Again, Notre Dame coming in here ranked nationally, 21 in Division II NCAA. I believe they're ranked number 1 in the Mountain East. We're ranked number 3 right now.
Yeah.
Brim, directing traffic at the line of scrimmage.
Got a handoff. He's stuck. There's nowhere
State
to go.
just great heads-up play from the Yellow Jackets defense.
Our defense is really. What are we ranked now? Did we go up the ranking boards? If you know of.
I know last time I checked, we were, I believe, ranked. Our defense was ranked in the top 15.
Right.
I don't think we've made any change. I think we're still around the top 15, top 14 in the country.
long as you're still where you're at or going up, there's.
Brim looking downfield, goes through his progressions, finds a man deep. Let's see if there's a flag on the play. That was, again, hard-fought ball. I mean, they're letting them play out there. That looked very, very suspect. I mean, there was a lot of contact between our defender and their receiver. 3rd and 9. The one thing we haven't seen this game has been pressure on the quarterback. This is the first game we've seen. We haven't seen a sack in the first half from State.
All right.
So you got to wonder if that's coming yet.
Got 3rd and 9 because, like you said, this is possibly a back-to-back 3 and out. Did I end up speaking it up and it coming into existence? Is that one of the things that
Visualization, man. Visualization.
Yeah.
What's funny?
Timeout Notre Dame. Their first charge timeout of the half.
Chris Brim is sitting at a 226 QB rating right now.
Wow. Impressive.
That is
Impressive.
possibly the best quarterback in the Mountain East, honestly. There's some good ones. Best passing quarterback.
Okay.
Mountain East, I would make that designation. Both teams getting ready. Brim surveying the field. Four wide receivers set. Looking downfield, going through his progressions. Goes for his man deep, has a man, and another big-time pass play from Notre Dame.
He put his hand up last time like he had him, and he came right back to it. I want to say he gave him another double move, hitch and go.
That's where having our Hitchens out, or Hutchins.
Hutchins.
Hutchins. Out is hurting our defense in the secondary. Brim in the gun after that big-time pass play. Hands the ball off. Gets an opening upfield. It's a great pickup on the ground for the Falcons. Jeremiah Coveting Griggs on the stop for West Virginia State. 4-yard gain. Brim surveying the field and the gun. Looks like they're changing the play. Brim in the gun, calling for the ball. Finds his man, gets his man.
Right through the
Just a
1 yard slant.
Just a quick slant play. Moves the chains. We'll see what happens. This is where State's defense is its most dangerous, is in the red zone.
All right.
And we still have yet to see a sack from State's defense. Brim in the gun, trying to find his man. Oh, almost. See the legs of Brim ready to get to the outside. Way to flush him out of the pocket. Didn't get a sack, but definitely got some pressure on him that time.
Absolutely.
You can see how strong Chris Brim is on that. Was able to get away from the defender, was able to, didn't really stiff on him, but get separation and get out of bounds. Great heads-up play from the Notre Dame quarterback. Like two heavyweight fighters trading blows out there right now. Brim calling, surveying the field.
We got one-on-one down on outsides, both of them.
Chris just pointed that out. Yeah. Oh, another great play, but able to stay in the pocket, just ice water in his veins.
Yeah.
The senior showing his experience,
Number 12.
Timeout.
looking
Notre
straight
Dame.
down the defender's eyes.
Their second charge timeout of the
Jones
half.
and Vargas brings him down.
Please reset the game clock to 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Thank you. Please reset the game clock to 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Thank you.
I always believe the game will come down to the end. I mean, it's you win them on the field, you lose them on the field.
Right.
State definitely needs to hold them with 3 points right here.
Yeah. If we can do that, I think we'll be still in great position. I mean, yeah. But if we possibly get a stop and actually, what is it, third down? Third and, yeah. So hopefully we can get 3, possibly even block the field goal.
If I was a betting man, I would say they're going to run the ball right here.
Yeah.
The way it's looking.
It's coming back out.
No,
Muffed it.
He did muff it. Looks like it's a QB keeper. Calls his own number and gets a touchdown.
It's a tough one.
There was a lot. You look at that play. There was a lot of movement leading up to that play. Very, very misdirection. Kind of didn't know what was going to happen there. Great way to freeze the defense just to get a yard or two.
Right.
The offensive line for the Falcons has had an amazing game.
He put that on the roof.
He put that on the roof. He put that on the roof.
Wow.
That's never seen that before.
They put that one on the roof.
That one is on the roof.
There's a guy up there.
There's a guy up there. He's filming. Getting game film is what he's doing. Looks like he's part of the coaching staff or the team, I should say.
I bet you he didn't think he was going to be recovering a football back.
I guarantee he didn't. That's the first time I've seen that. But if you notice in the net right there, there's a little dip in the very, very center.
It is.
He just hit the sweet spot is what he did.
Huh. Rooftop kicker.
It's the first time I've ever seen that. Might need to tighten that net up a little bit.
Just a little bit.
"16 seconds left in the half. Notre Dame, 24. West Virginia State University, 6. Not the start of the game you want to see.
Definitely not.
But you got to, figure Coach Penn's just going to take it into the half unless we see a big play from our special teams right here.
All right. Still got a whole second half to go.
Well, it's not over.
Yeah.
It's not over till it's over.
All right.
Great return.
Is it about the 39-yard line? Not 39, 34.
There's enough time to take a couple shots downfield if you want to risk it,
Yeah.
I mean, and you hear the word garbage time, and there's not much time left in the first half. But I mean, you get an interception, so what? You're trying to make something happen,
Something happened out of nothing.
But we'll see what they decide to do. They might decide just to kneel and take it in the half, or they might try to get a couple shots downfield and see what can happen. Looks like they're going to.
Not a fan of this one.
Take it into the half. Well, you look at it, you limit injury.
True.
And
that's the big part of it. Yeah.
That is the end of the first half.
So, I mean, it's not a video game; it's real life.
Right. You can't just hit restart when you're injured.
Hey, bestie boy.
We aren't looking for just any college students. We want passionate, curious, hard-working multitaskers. The strongest West Virginians, those who work, parent, and go the extra mile because they wouldn't have it any other way. Those who want professors to know them by name. And those who know that a fast-paced life is best navigated with a family who has your back. We are West Virginia State University. And if this is you, you're one of us.
I heard it.
Get up, cold, doing dirt, showing love. 11,000 on one, level
Fans, get out your 50-50 tickets. Today's winner will receive $154.50. Today's winning 50-50 jackpot winner is ticket number 063-2067. 063-2067. If you have that ticket, please bring it to the concession stand and claim your $154.50 prize. At this time, WVSU Athletics would like to thank our corporate sponsors, Cova Insurance, Gino's Pizza and Spaghetti House, Tudor's Biscuit World, Belmart, Mullen Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, Baird Financial Services, and Cookout. Thank you for your support, WVSU Athletics.
Welcome back, everyone, to what so far has been a one-sided affair at Lake and Ray Field at Dickerson Stadium, where the Notre Dame Falcons are leading the West Virginia State Yellow Jackets 24-6 at the beginning of the second half.
Please set the game clock to 15 minutes. 15 minutes, thank you.
Still a lot of football left to be played today, Anthony, but right now, State's got to play catch-up. And a nice kick.
Oh,
Beautiful return, still on his feet. He's crossing the 40.
He even ran his own player over.
There was some friendly fire on that play. Incidental contact. So State getting great field position coming out of the half. Riddick.
See what we're made about.
This is adversity. I mean, you can't get any more, adverse than this. Ready, putting a man in motion. Hands the ball off. Still on his feet, but gets brought down at the line of scrimmage. That was McAdoo on the carry. We've definitely seen the arm of Chris Brim.
He definitely showed some of his talents.
Deciding factor so far. Riddick calling for the ball. Great handoff. Big hole to run up the middle there. Nice gain for State. That was McAdoo on the carry. Of course, Joe Fielder out for the Yellow Jackets.
Fielder's definitely a big part in that backfield.
That two-headed running offense has just been crucial for the last couple of weeks for the Jackets.
Got a pass coming out.
Oh, almost picked off. Just what we were talking about earlier. As soon as the Yellow Jackets receivers touch the ball, the defenders for the Falcons are there. Brings up a 3-and-out stop for the Falcons. And what would have been a crucial first down catch for the Jackets.
Definitely would have been. It's like they put their back foot in the ground and just start digging back towards the ball.
And nice punt from the Jackets.
Yes.
Ball takes a favorable Notre Dame bounce. It's down to the 30.
Timeout.
Pretty good.
Media.
Pretty good
Media
starting
timeout.
spot for the Falcons.
We aren't looking for just any college students. We want passionate, curious, hard-working multitaskers. The strongest West Virginians, those who work, parent, and go the extra mile because they wouldn't have it any other way. Those who want professors to know them by name. And those who know that a fast-paced life is best navigated with a family who has your back. We are West Virginia State University. And if this is you, you're one of us.
What are you working for? Do you want to pursue your athletic potential while earning a degree that will benefit you for a lifetime? Do you want to play at the highest level in your sport? Do you want to be a champion? That's what the 12 proud members of the Mountain East Conference are advancing toward every day, providing opportunities and pursuing excellence. The Mountain East Conference.
Offense to get us seeing. We've seen a little glimpses of it here and now, but for the most part, it's really our defense is kind of, I'd say, keeping a good little.
The offense for Notre Dame has been predicated on the arm of Chris Brim.
Right.
All game. I mean, he's sitting at 239 yards right now.
Man.
So that is insane. Not a lot of sacks.
Maybe what, 2?
Notre Dame has two defenders, Nathan Moore and Davante Murray, both with .5, and then we've got AJ Joyce at 1 sack. So I mean, it's not a lot of pressure on the quarterbacks. They've had plenty of time to get the ball off. Nice option play, big time pickup for the Falcons.
That's just due to great linemen and great blocking on each side of the field.
And we look at Brom. We look at Brom. When he's in the gun, and he's not. I wouldn't call him a mobile quarterback, but he's got enough to where he can freeze the defense on option plays. He's got 1 rushing touchdown.
Yeah.
But he's not. Hasn't done a lot with those legs, but. And fakes the handoff. Great play action. His play action is crisp.
They like that 1-yard slant.
They do. It's a great way to open up the middle of the field.
Suck the linebackers in for a step, right over the top.
They came into this game as one of the top rushing teams in the Mountain East. So, looking at that, of course, if you can just freeze the defense for a second, you create an opening. So.
Right. Playing to their favor.
Ran back in the gun. He's had a career day thus far. Rim fakes the handoff, finds his man downfield, out of bounds.
Calling a flag.
Did we see? I saw a hat. I didn't see a flag.
Yeah, they threw his hat. I'm not for sure.
No, that's the spot of the ball usually.
Yeah.
The flag is the spot, or the hat's the spot of the ball. Brings up second down. Great defensive play from the defensive back of West Virginia State. Brim still back in the gun. Calls for the ball. Fakes the handoff. Goes for a jet sweep pitch. No go, and State just was on top of that play.
Right there.
Swarmed to the outside. It is really hard to run east to west on West Virginia State because of the speed of that defense.
Yeah, you definitely got to go.
You've got to go north south. You have to attack in between the tackles to really get going. With this game, State's actually just been on top of the run game, so which was a little bit different from last week. Fairmont, of course, our starting nose tackle was out, so they were able to attack him between the tackles a little bit better. But this game, it's just been the arm of Chris Brim. Brim back in the gun, going through his progression, steps up into the pocket, just overthrew his receiver. Let him a little bit, getting chippy on the field. No flags thrown. They have really let them play today.
Yeah, play football.
I have not seen a lot. There have not been a lot of penalties. Brings up 4th and 12. Kind of almost in that no man's land of not being able to punt it, not really being able to kick it. Fans like to point out that West Virginia State University's women's soccer team will be back at Lake and Ray Field tomorrow, Sunday, September 25th. They will take on the Mountain Lions of the Concord University. Kickoff is set for 6 p.m.
They recently just had a big win over Rivalry UC, correct? 2-1.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Congrats to them.
It looks like they are going for it on 4th down.
They're
Talking
playing
about oh no, sorry. Thank you, Anthony.
Yeah. Ooh.
That was a great punt.
It was.
I looked up and looked at the field wrong there for a second. This is what happens when you're trying to read and do two things at once.
No, you're all good.
Punt is
Until you
down.
said that, I was like, I was
Media.
looking at the wrong play.
Media timeout.
That's 6.
Media.
We aren't looking for just any college students. We want passionate, curious, hard-working multitaskers. The strongest West Virginians, those who work, parent, and go the extra mile because they wouldn't have it any other way. Those who want professors to know them by name, and those who know that a fast-paced life is best navigated with a family who has your back. We are West Virginia State University, and if this is you, you're one of us.
And both teams getting ready. State backed up in their own end zone.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get up out of there. I think we got a big play coming ahead of us. We've yet to really see one.
No, we haven't seen a big play from State. Right now, Donovan Riddick is sitting at only 87 yards passing.
It's good DBs from Notre Dame.
It really has been. Nice run. Way to get some space. Hard-fought yardage for State. There's McAdoo on the run. That's one thing there's probably just the quickest response I've seen from DBs thus far this season. Just they're on top of the run. They're on top of the catch every single time. Barely letting the wide receiver run after the catch. Big time pass play. Comes back. Oh, just another great defensive play from the defensive backs at Notre Dame.
It's like we just can't get a good connect.
Well, they have, like I said, great handwork. Their heads are on a swivel. Their hands are on the football every single time.
Finding it.
We've seen it all game. That's going to bring up 3rd down for State. Riddick calling for the ball. Finds his man. Yo, there's a sack.
There's a
Flag on
there.
the play. Might be either roughing the passer or holding.
Something on State, something on us.
Never want to see that. It's got to be holding.
Yeah.
Penalty is declined. Brings up 4th down. That's going to bring out the punt team backed up in their own end zone. That's never where you want to be as a punter.
Never when you got to actually look behind you to see how far you got.
The last thing you want to do is give up a safety.
I agree.
Backed up in the zone, end zone. You don't have a lot of room to work with. Oh, and bobbles the snap in the end zone. Great heads-up play from the special teams for the Notre Dame Falcons.
Oh, man. That one hurt. That
was worse than a safety.
Worse.
That's where you honestly, as the punter, want to fall on the ball and get the safety.
Yeah. Kick it. Something. Without a touchdown. Get away from the touchdown. Something without touchdown in it.
Once it hits the ground, you can't kick it. It's a kick ball is I believe that would actually result in a safety as well.
I'd rather.
I mean, you've got
something away from the touchdown.
The only advent to that is that you. The only advent to that is that you get the ball back.
Yeah.
You know, the safety they get 2 points and they get to keep the ball. So I mean, that's the only plus to that is that the offense will get the ball back. And that's going to bring our score to Notre Dame 30. About to be 31, I would assume. West Virginia State University 6. Not what you want to see at the beginning of the third quarter.
Definitely not. Definitely the wrong pivot.
That was, those were just heads-up play from Notre Dame special teams. They were able to get a beautiful punt to begin with, and then they were able to come out and they were able to block our punt, or actually muff. It was a muffed punt. Heads-up play, get on the ball, get 7 points, and that digs the whole State's in just a little bit deeper right there.
Yeah.
So we'll see how Coach Penn's team responds to this. Soon kickoff about to happen. State's kickoff return team taking the field. I'd like to remind everyone that on October 8th, it will be West Virginia State University homecoming. Kickoff will be at 1 p.m. versus West Virginia Wesleyan. Homecoming, always an awesome time on campus. Nice kickoff. Touchback. Coming out, you've got a pretty heavy deficit looking at you. Still plenty of football left, though.
Plenty.
Can't discredit that. You got to keep playing, got to keep fighting. Coming into this game, we knew that it was going to be a tall order for State, facing off against nationally ranked opponent. Ready? Looking downfield, finds his man. Great reception. That was Gatson on the reception.
And their center's already down waiting for the ball to be placed.
I mean, you can't discredit the tempo of State's offense, that's for sure. Really, I mean, honestly, the defensive back play has been what the difference is. Because you haven't seen any big sacks, tackles for loss, anything like that. It's just been the quickness of Notre Dame's secondary that has made the difference in this football game.
Absolutely.
Riddick looking, finds his man downfield, gets a big play. Again, trying to make something happen. And there we go again. I don't think a single State wide receiver has had very many yards after catch, which is uncommon.
Right.
Usually they find space and make yards after the catch. But today they have not been able to. They've been tied up by those defensive backs all game. Riddick hands the ball off. No, QB keeper. Beautiful fake on that.
Yes, that was a great read.
Fake the booth out, fake the cameras out, and fake the defense out.
Offense number 7. 10-yard penalty. Remains first down.
Holding on the play, though, unfortunately.
Sure. That's a lot
Unless
more.
it was blocking the back. I'm not sure. I'm waiting on the call. I didn't hear the call from the line judge.
Gotcha.
Looking at the latest look.
1st and 20.
It's confirmed it wasn't illegal blocking the back. Not what you want to see at all. 1st and 20. Finds his man downfield, though. Yards after the catch. Takes him across the 30.
Big play. Big get back. Get back 20 yards in one play. That's awesome.
Center already down, ready for the offense.
Tell you, he's beat the ball almost down.
He's in place before the refs are setting the ball. Reddick calls the ball, hands the ball off, finds a little crease up the middle of the field. Nice pickup of about 4 yards there. State's not, they're not giving up. They're still fighting, and that's what's important.
Right. Absolutely. I mean, that's what you love to see.
Reddick looking at the play from the sideline, getting direction. Rallying the troops at the line of scrimmage. Got a 4 wide receiver set. Man in motion. Reddick calling for the ball. Finds his man. Gets a beautiful big pass play right down the center of the field.
I think they're finding the open spots here now. That, or it's actually the second half that what we've been talking about.
They come out better in the second half. I mean, they've had that special teams play down on the end zone there where they're able to get the ball from a muffed punt, but I mean, still a tall order for West Virginia State.
It definitely is. But there's a lot of time left to make something happen.
But he calls the ball, calls his own number, gets taken up, dragging, look, again, taking everything the defense has and still getting yardage. Man playing with a lot of heart, a lot of intensity. You see why he's such respected around the football program here in West Virginia State. Just a great young man. Looking to the sideline.
Yeah, empty. We're going empty. Motion.
Zero backfield. Tight end in motion. Riddick. Nice way to fake the screen there. Beautiful way to get a man in motion, way to set the screen up, pick up a few crucial yards.
3rd down, 3rd and 7?
3rd and 6, I think.
6.
They're saying 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. I knew he made positive yardage on that play.
Gotcha.
So Riddick looking at the sideline. The first touchdown of the day for the Yellow Jackets. If he gets it in the end zone. Going 4 wide receiver set, 0 back again. Extra tight ends on the field. Finds his man. Jump ball in the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia State University.
Yes, that is. That's Jeremy Dillon. That's who they love going to, backside fade.
We've seen it countless times. He sets the ball up. It's basically a jump ball in the corner of the end zone. And Jeremy Dillon comes down with it. That will make the game after this point after. It'll be Notre Dame 31, West Virginia State University 13. Still a tall order, but it is college football, so you can't give up. Of course, you've got to wonder now, with that score and the efficiency flag on the play, with the efficiency of State's offense on that drive, you've got to wonder coming back out, Notre Dame's probably going to keep the ball on the ground, try to run as much time off the clock going forward as they possibly can. So now it becomes a war of attrition moving forward.
Right.
Because they're not going to want to give the ball back to State after how efficient they were on that drive.
That was death. How many plays was that? Shoot.
That was a false start on the offense on the flag. What was it, Anthony?
No, the plays to get down for a score. How many plays do we have to run?
That was a long drive.
It was. Let's see if we can get it pulled up.
2, 3, 4. It looks like it was a 5. I think 5 plays, but I think the stat marker is a little bit off.
Gotcha. If so, that was definitely efficient.
Very efficient.
Came to the outside, then back to the inside with the routes, and found the way back to the outside with a fade for a touchdown.
Looking at the averages here, State actually has had more first downs than Notre Dame. Of course, Notre Dame has had the bigger plays on the day. Rushing attempts, Notre Dame sitting at 15, State sitting at 29. Rushing yards, State 72, Notre Dame holding them to 45. If one thing, they've shut down their running game for this game, but what the outcause of that ended up being was Chris Brom's arm, which just went off.
Yeah. Good kick.
Beautiful kick. Gets underneath of it, trying to make something happen. Gets back State on top of it quick, though. Gets brought down right at the 30-yard line.
Flag, what?
Could be holding on the return team.
Where was the flag?
Looks like they are
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness.
blocking
On
the
West
back.
Virginia State, number 32. Half the distance to the goal,
return team.
first down.
Sets State up with, or that sets State's field position game pretty well.
Correction, West Virginia State.
Defense will
First
have
down.
favorable spot. No, I'm sorry. The penalty was against us.
Wow.
If you're watching at home, it was a personal foul against the kicking team, number 32. So the penalty was against State. Brom back in the gun. Hands off, just like what I was saying. Oh, penalty on the play. Number 1 has some wheels on him.
Yes, he does.
Holding.
does.
Number 12,
Right now,
takedown.
Notre Dame is saying a
10-yard penalty.
yards passing.
Remains first down.
Going to be holding against the offense. Which will bring up 1st and 20 for Notre Dame. Brom surveying the field. 4 wide receiver set. And another handoff and another penalty flag.
What's going on? It's a flag parade.
A lot of flags being flown here in the last few minutes of this football game, which is in contrast to the first half, which they just let them play.
It's like confetti going up.
Looks like it's another penalty against.
On the offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
It was a legal shift against the offense.
Jeez, what's that make it? 1st and
They're calling it.
25? I don't think that's 1st and 20. I think
That's
it's
1st and 25.
Yeah.
Yep, legal shift against. Great for State.
It is. Hopefully we can get something out of it.
Trying to get pressure on the quarterback. Chris Brown making something happen. Gets the ball.
Good coverage. Was it first? Okay. Second. Yep.
He has the ability to extend plays. He's very good at extending plays, very good at QB presence, and very good about getting out of the pocket.
Yes, understands the pressure.
For a defense that averages
Sideline warning.
3 sacks a
On
game,
Notre
we
Dame.
haven't had one this entire game.
They're first.
Or one, sorry, we've had one this entire game. So there's been a sideline warning on Notre Dame. It's getting heated out there. Five minutes and 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Notre Dame leading 31 to 13. Bram looking downfield, finds his check down, tries to make something happen, gets pushed out of bounds. No, he's still on his feet fighting.
Yes, he was. Makes it 3rd and 13, maybe? If I'm right.
I believe so.
3rd and 14.
Well, it's staying the fight is Notre Dame. They're not trying for anything big. They don't want to give the ball back to State. They're just kind of sitting on the ball right now.
Yeah, they are. They've milked the clock quite a bit. I want to say
quite a bit.
They've ran at least 3 minutes off so far.
They're in no hurry to get the ball back to State's offense. Bram calling for the ball. Looking downfield. Finds a man, goes deep. Overthrows the receiver, and another flag.
Yes, that was.
That was little suspect there. Didn't see a lot of contact between the receiver and the defender, but they are calling pass interference.
That one hurt.
I think it's because his head was looking straight forward. I mean, still not a lot of contact, though.
Right.
So, I mean, it's subjective.
Pass interference. Defense number 20.
Very incidental.
15 yards.
From the coach, from the point of view on the field.
Penalty results in automatic first down.
So, I mean, it's yeah, it looked like he's overthrown the receiver anyway. I mean, that's just
I'll tell you, their receivers they can run, though.
They're fast.
They can run.
They're fast. You can see why they're nationally ranked. You can see why they're one of the top teams in the Mountain East.
I want to say there's a jump ball. If this is a pass, there may be a jump ball coming to the bottom side near the numbers on State side.
It
Sideline.
wouldn't surprise me. Brom going deep and throws across the middle. Finding his man. Just great QB vision from Chris Brom. Patience, control in the pocket. Doesn't get excited. Doesn't get flustered. Hands in his face. But his offensive line, the big hog mollies up front, have just been doing a great job protecting him all game.
They are quite the size.
They are big guys.
Yes, they are.
They have completely neutralized our pass rush all game long. Brom calling for the ball. It's a man in motion. Nice fake. Good run. Just downhill running from Notre Dame. And
I almost want to say their size is actually messing the running game up.
It's hard for him to get in between the tackles, really, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, I could be wrong, or I don't want to discredit State's defense up front, but I want to say it's kind of playing it into State's hands even better, too. But
Chris Brom looking downfield, finds his receiver, just plenty of time in the pocket.
That's a first down. Yes, they are milking. They are slowly. They've ran at least 5 minutes off.
Oh, easily. I mean, they're trying to, like I said, they're just sitting on the ball right now. They're in no hurry to score.
And this is the part that
without that turnover in the end zone from the punt, I mean, it would have been, really, really competitive. Still a 9-point game, 10-point game. So I mean, it's.
Yes.
that was, maybe the nail in the coffin for State and that turnover in the end zone. And it looks like Brum keeping himself, calling his own number, really for the first time.
It is the first time we've seen him do that one.
Well, yeah,
Besides
not a QB. He basically ran a QB sneak up there, for that 1 or 2 yards. But that was a honest to God QB keeper run.
Yeah.
Get in space and create a running lane. Bring up 2nd and 6. Brim in the gun, finds his man, creates a jump ball, and in the end zone again is
right
Notre
in.
Dame.
It's all right. Biggest thing from here, I mean, it's obviously starting to get to a point where you kind of see that the light get closer to the end of the tunnel and it starts fading away more. So it's not so necessarily hang your head. It's just go back to the game board and replan and live to fight another day. I mean,
it happens.
It happens.
So what you gotta do is just keep playing. Don't lower your head and
just fight to the fight.
There's still 2 minutes and 33 seconds left in the third, and there's still an entire fourth quarter, so you have to keep fighting.
Thing here is you can't do nothing worse. You can only do better.
I mean, we knew it was going to be a competitive game coming in. We knew Notre Dame was nationally ranked. We knew they had one of the best quarterbacks in the division. I mean, on the other side, we're still one of the top defenses in the division. Donovan Riddick is still, another premier quarterback. I mean, there's a lot of tit for tat. I mean, you don't want to see this as a fan, but I mean, it happens in college athletics. I mean, it is what it is.
Happens all over. No matter what level you get on. No matter what level you get to, what level you think it may never happen on, it happens.
I mean, there's still a lot of football left to play.
Yes, there is. There could easily be a couple blown plays, and heck, it's another ball game. But then again, you
just got to keep playing.
Yes,
that's what the key factor is keep playing. Beautiful kickoff from Notre Dame. Fielded by State at the 10,
yep.
To the 20, up to the 30. Great return from State. So, I mean, now the play looks wide open. I mean, you just got to keep playing. I mean,
Don't get too aggressive. Still do your read. Still do what's supposed to be done. Can't get it all back in one bulk.
2 minutes and 19 seconds left from the third. Notre Dame leading West Virginia State University 38-13. Riddick back in the gun. Calls for the ball. Tries to make something happen. Finds his man. Nice play. Big pickup. Even when there is space created by our receivers, their defensive backs are running quickly.
Right with them. It's like they're running a route right with them. It's just we get enough space to catch the ball.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, remember, homecoming, October 8th, West Virginia will be taking on West Virginia Wesleyan. Kickoff is set for 1 p.m. at Lake and Ray Field at Dickerson Stadium. Riddick back in the gun. Nice short pass to get. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Same thing. Nice little play. Gain a couple yards. Reset your downs. Get your first down.
Takes the handoff. Looking downfield, makes something happen. Great play from Donovan Riddick. Making something happen across the 50 to the 40.
Tripped up on his own feet.
And that was Cunningham on the reception. For everyone watching at home, I'd like to thank our sponsors again. Encova Insurance, Gino's Pizza and Spaghetti House, Tudor's Biscuit World, Go-Mart, Mullen Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, Bard Financial Services, and of course Cookout. And just stuffed at the line of scrimmage, just stayed on that play. That was Travis McAdoo. It was a loss on the play. Just like, sitting down with Coach Penn, talked about adversity and how you bounce back. I mean, there's still a lot of, not only is there a lot of football left in this game, there's a lot of football left in this season.
Yeah.
We're not even at the halfway point, so.
That's the main thing. As long as you don't lose focus here off of one good little upset.
Notre Dame, first charge timeout of the half. And at the end of the third quarter.
And Notre Dame has called a timeout. Little mishap on the board there. It's actually the end of the quarter there. Moving forward, I mean, you've got to wonder what State's game plan is for the rest of this game. Just we're going to see backups come in, if they're going to keep playing the starters.
Right. Who's going to wave the white flag?
I mean, it's.
I mean, I still think you played the quarter, but possibly within the last 7 minutes, you let some.
Put your backups. See what your backups have.
Yeah, you let some touch the field that really don't get to touch the field as much, and see what they can do.
Because, I mean, all the games this season have been so close, so you really haven't had a lot of time for backups except for injury. So.
Right.
State.
But overall, it's still just a good day for football. No
Beautiful.
matter the score.
It's beautiful. Calling for the gun. Looking downfield, has a receiver.
Oh, right off his fingers.
Right off the fingers of Gatson. Reddick back in the gun.
Empty backfield. Oh, flag. Delay of game.
Delay of game.
Game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains third down.
Shoot. I want to say so.
I believe one of our top receivers, Barry Hill, is actually out as well, so that's affected the receiving game quite tremendously today. Reddick calls for the ball, finds his man, goes for a quick screen, and he's still on his feet.
Way to run.
Cross the 30, flag being thrown, though. That's the nature of the penalty. Waiting on the call from the judge.
Holding. Offense number 13. 10-yard penalty. Remains third down.
That one hurts.
Well, look at the first half. It's like they weren't calling anything. Now they're calling everything.
Right. That's what you don't want to see. You want to see consistency, but you never. Maybe they are literally just starting to do penalties now.
I think the speed of the game. I mean, I'm not really sure. Just there was a lot of interesting calls, or no calls in the first half, and there's been a lot of flags in the second half. Great! Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. See what the play was. That was, or what the penalty was. I don't think they're calling targeting, but that was a pretty hard hit. See what they're doing here.
Contact was to the chest area.
We're calling pass.
We're waving the flag.
Made contact with the receiver before the ball was even there.
I could see it, but that's tight. Tight call. Yeah.
I guess they picked the flag up. There was no foul on the play after the judges decided or had a meeting there. They picked the flag back up. It brings up 4th and 15. State electing to punt. Beautiful punt.
Kick. Oh, wow.
Nice. Nice way to field the punt from West Virginia State. Great special teams play.
Timeout. Media. Media time.
We aren't looking for just any college students. We want passionate, curious, hard-working multitaskers. The strongest West Virginians, those who work, parent, and go the extra mile because they wouldn't have it any other way. Those who want professors to know them by name, and those who know that a fast-paced life is best navigated with a family who has your back. We are West Virginia State University, and if this is you, you're one of us.
$14 minutes and 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Notre Dame, 38. West Virginia State University, 13. At this point, the game is pretty much out of reach for the Yellow Jackets. And you're pretty much playing for pride and respect. And keep your head up. State has a great opportunity to get a safety right here.
See if we can make something happen. We've got him down deep.
In his own end zone. Finds his man off the fingertips. So that's strong arm of Chris Brim.
Six. Half the distance.
Holding on the offense.
The foul occurred at the 1 yard
Some
line.
normal penalties.
Be half the distance to the goal. Still be first down.
Can't really say fatigue because it's really not that hot outside.
No, it's a beautiful day.
It is.
But they've been going hard out there. I mean, it's been battle in
The
the
penalties
trenches.
decline.
Yes, it
First
has.
down.
State's going to decline that penalty, which is smart. You're not really gaining any ground, but you're going to go ahead and make them lose it down. So
Yeah.
and that's
Play the cards.
yeah. It's going to bring up 2nd and 13. The shot out of their own end zone is Notre Dame. Nice run play. Way to get some distance from you in that goal line or from you in that end zone. I mean, in a lot of ways, this game is actually, on paper, very close. I mean, first down, State 17, Notre Dame 15. We're looking at rushing yards, Notre Dame 54, State 74. Average rushing yard, Notre Dame 32, State 2.4. Receptions, State actually leading in receptions. Receiving yards, though, 301. Again, Brom having a career day at Lake and Ray Field today. Handoff for the Falcons.
He is having quite the day.
Time of possession, State is actually leading time of possession by 5 minutes. Third down efficiency, it's 8 for 15 for State. It's 4 for 7 on Notre Dame. Notre Dame just hasn't seen a lot of third downs.
Right.
They've had some big play after big play after big play, predicated on the arm of Chris Brim. Another handoff. Just running smash mouth football in between the tackles is what Notre Dame is doing right now.
I think the only thing that's really a big sight change is the scoreboard. That's
where, yeah. I mean, pound for pound, inch for inch, this has actually been a close game, but it's just things have went Notre Dame's way. They've had 3 just big plays happen, from the end zone muffed punt to the fumble play at the end of a big play of Riddick there in the second half, or first half, I mean.
But yeah, as you were saying, yes, that play right there, yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of the momentum. That was kind of the change of the game right there, honestly.
Yeah.
$12 minutes and 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bram in the gun. Calling for the ball. Looking downfield. Doesn't like what he sees. Tries to take off and make something happen. Gets a man downfield. Big time reception. Just created space. Let his wide receiver keep working. Found his man downfield. And brings it across his own 20-yard line with the big reception by the Falcons.
Notre Dame has football athletes. Yes,
that is the 4th or 5th big-time passing play from Chris Brom.
Just finding an open seam or an open window for your QB to make it happen.
Throwing for over 300 yards today.
He's been doing that.
Hands the ball off, gets some space, gets upfield. I don't even think the chains were set before the play went off on that one.
Yes, both teams got athletes all across the field, absolutely. Notre Dame's just coming out on top today.
It's just been predicated on that young man's arm.
Yes, he's got an arm on him.
I mean, it has been a absolute career day. His QBR is sitting at 2.2 right now, or 202.6. He's 17 for 26, 65% completion rating, 346 yards, 2 touchdowns, with a long of an 80-yard pass. A career day for Chris Brim. The Brim Reaper, sir. He is the Brim Reaper.
Is that the name we've given? You've given him?
That is the name I've given him, the Brim Reaper. because he has been lights out.
Yes, he is playing.
Fakes the handoff, goes. Nice defensive play from State. Way to play the ball, not the man. Head on a swivel, arm extended. Great defensive play. Brim surveying the field. Hands the ball off. Gets space. Tackled good shoestring tackle to save the touchdown. 10 minutes and 54 seconds left.
They've milked the clock the whole field.
You're gonna have to. I mean, you know. I'm surprised they're still throwing it at this point in the game.
Right.
But I mean, when you have a quarterback with an arm like that, I guess you just let it go.
You got that much trust and faith in him.
And Hall looks like penalty on the play, offsides. It's on the line of scrimmage. It could be offsides or it could be holding.
Yeah, I want to say Notre Dame moved before that ball was.
False start, maybe.
Yeah, false start. I said offsides. Yeah, false start.
Theoretically, it could be one of the three.
Right.
From depending on where the flag is thrown. Waiting from the call from the judge. Penalty is declined. It was against State.
Yeah, there's another instance right there where they decline a penalty to keep you some space.
Third and 3 with 10 minutes and 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Notre Dame 38, West Virginia State University 13. Brim directing traffic at the line of scrimmage. Hands the ball off, no going. State makes the stop.
Big defensive stop.
You saw him decline the penalty.
Yeah.
And then kind of call a no-go run. So I mean, little respect. You don't from the Falcons. Whereas I mean, you got to wonder. I mean, with the game that he's up 2nd and 6. Nice play.
Nice play. Great defensive tackle to get outside of that block and keep it contained.
He's up 3rd and 6. Not really forcing the issue is Notre Dame. Personnel changes from State. Let's bring up 3rd down. You got to wonder if they're, what they're going to dial up here.
Timeout. State.
That's what it looks
That's
like.
Virginia State.
You want us?
Yeah.
Brim back in the gun. 3rd and 3. Inches out of the end zone here. Nice option play.
That was a good play. It froze defense.
And one thing about Brim, he's got great lateral movement in the pocket.
Yes, he does.
Great for setting up the option. Great for extending plays. Just a strong armed quarterback all the way around.
I'm just glad I've seen nobody on state side drop their head and
No, I mean it's we have a great program here. Adversity comes throughout with any sport, and you just have to keep going.
you got to. It's the only way you get better.
You can't think about the last game. You can't think about the last play. You just have to pick your helmet up and keep playing. And that's what you have to do. As a fan, the fans get to the fans get to live in the past. That's what our job is to think about every game and everything like that and live in the past. As an athlete, you just have to keep moving forward. There's no next play, next game. Like old Bill Belichick used to say, "On to Cincinnati." From that famous press conference, "On to Cincinnati."
On to it.
You just got to keep going. It's been a hard-fought game. We've had a series of injuries. One of our best receivers looks to be out, injured. Barry Hill, that's a big-time loss for State. Hopefully it's not a serious injury and it's something minor. But, I mean, that definitely hurt our bottom line when he came to offensive production today. And that's one player that definitely makes yards in space, makes yards after catch, and one of Donovan Riddick's big-time weapons. So losing him halfway through the game probably, affected our offense. One of our Hutchins, one of our best defensive players, he's out. State's a little bit banged up coming to this game. Again, it happens. I mean, like I said, it's not just execution and play calling. It's also, are you healthy? How banged up are you?
Right.
Because after about week 3, week 4, there's no 100% healthy. It's just degrees of being hurt. How sore are you? Yeah. How sore are you? How much can you play? How much pain can you deal with? And that is in a sport like football, that is just how you live. I mean, there's no easy way to put it.
No comfort.
So I mean, it is the nature of the game. Coming back out to the field, Donovan Riddick and the shotgun. 4 wide receivers. Hands the ball off.
Get outside.
McAdoo trying to make something happen. With Joe Fielder and Barry Hill out, I mean, it's taking a toll on our offense for sure.
Definitely has been. Makes him reset his reads and all.
That's another, not only does that throw your timing off, that throws playmakers too. I mean, Joe Fielder had a couple big-time runs last week where he was just carrying defenses. I mean, 2 or 3 guys on his back, he's just running the field. So not having that kind of production hurts. So, I mean, it's a series of unfortunate events is what we're looking at right now in this game for State. Nice handoff. Travis McAdoo on the run, which McAdoo is no slouch. I mean, it's a true dual running back system here, 2-headed running machine. But I mean, and it's kind of like thunder and lightning. Unfortunately, our thunder is out right now.
Right, that's the part we're missing.
Yeah,
he definitely would have made a big impact.
Donovan looking downfield, great time from the offensive line. Couldn't really get anything going. A little chippy there. You can tell these teams are. There is frustration.
Yes, there is.
No one's hung their head, but they are definitely frustrated out there. Yeah.
I mean, at this point, do we do you even go for it on fourth?
I mean, you know, I wonder how long the starters are going to stay in the game with 7 minutes and 24 seconds left. I mean, it's 4th and 6.
Yeah, if you got nothing to lose anyway, but I mean,
At this point, yeah, I mean, you know, situational football, let it rip, see what you've got, you know.
yeah, see what happens.
But our offense is definitely banged up right now. And beautiful pass play from Riddick. Downfield. Almost picked off, though.
Almost.
It is 6 minutes and 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter with Notre Dame leading 45, West Virginia State University 13. And Notre Dame going back out on the field, taking over on downs. I wonder if you're going to see Brim stay in the football game. And it looks like they have pulled Brim for the day. Looks like that is number 7, Isaiah Murphy.
Oh man, he came right up that middle.
Came right up the middle.
Right up the middle like a bowling ball.
So Notre Dame opts to pull their starting quarterback for the remainder of the football game. Which, I mean, setting out right now, QBR of 192.6, almost perfect. 18 completions out of 25 attempts. 0 interceptions. 64% completion rating. Over 349 yards passing and 2 touchdowns.
That's tough.
That is a career day.
That's tough.
Of course, Isaiah Murphy now takes over under center for the Falcons with right over 6 minutes left. Murphy calls for the ball. Nice little pitch, handoff. I wonder if he's going to pass the ball.
But Notre Dame seems a little bit respected.
Yeah, they're not trying to run the score up really. It's just kind of
Just what's happened.
Of course, I'd like to remind everyone that we will be back October 8th for West Virginia State homecoming.
Yeah, I bet they're just going to keep it on the ground.
I would say they are. I mean, there wouldn't be any reason for them to try to, pass the ball, really. I would like to see if Isaiah Murphy, what their backup has, through the air a little bit.
Yeah. Just a little something.
Kickoff for homecoming will be at 1 p.m. and we will be facing West Virginia Wesleyan. Of course, again, homecoming is always a great time here at West Virginia State. The parades, the whole atmosphere, it's just a great...
Yeah, the whole environment.
It's beautiful here. I mean, and... It's great to see the alumni on campus. I mean, it's
It's a great time.
There's nothing better than college homecoming week. Isaiah trying to do something. State's defense getting to him. Falcons back in the gun. Isaiah Murphy Jr. Oh, big time! First sack of the game, or second sack of the game for West Virginia State University.
I want to say that I think they ran the wrong play, or the wrong route from the
He
right
looked
receiver.
He looked a little bit disheveled back there.
Yeah.
In the pocket. He was looking for a receiver that wasn't there. Isaiah Murphy looking at the sideline, trying to get direction for the play.
He looks about 6'2", 230, 215.
He's a big old boy. Murphy calling for the ball. Looking downfield. Beautiful deep ball going downfield.
He can pass too. Just
Good heads up play on the defender. Got his head whipped around at the right time. Just a great play from the defender on that one.
Yes, it was. Great technique.
Last minute, if he turned around right at the perfect time, he hadn't. That would have been pass interference. But just a great heads up play from the defender.
Field goal.
See if he can put it on the roof again.
Yeah.
And no.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good.
I had to look through this.
Oh no, I was calling for the roof.
Oh.
That's what I was looking for. But the kick is good for the Falcons. Everyone watching at home, I'd like to remind everyone that the West Virginia volleyball team is back in action at the Walker Convocation Center on Tuesday, September 27th. They will be taking on the Senators from Davis and Elkins. The first serve is set for 7 p.m.
Our volleyball team's actually, I want to believe, undefeated right now.
Really?
I think so.
I did not know that. But, amazing the speed that the volleyball actually travels. I mean, it is. You do not want to get hit in the face with that thing when you're out there.
No, you do not. And I did not really get that until I actually went to a game myself.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's especially when, that downward serve motion. It's like no.
That spike, yes.
Yeah, the spike, yeah. Oof. Not a good time getting hit in the face with that thing.
Absolutely not. I mean, you really hear the force
with
it.
Yeah, volleyball. Again, college athletics, top to bottom, just a great experience.
Yes, it is.
If you have an opportunity, come see them live in person. From baseball to softball to volleyball, football, of course, basketball. My colleague here is on our basketball team.
Yes.
When is y'all's first game?
I want to say November 12th. I know we were adding a couple little tweaks to our schedule, but I believe so. It would be November 12th in the Earl Lloyd basketball tournament that's been around for a couple years, way before I've even came here. But yes, it's a big tournament we do for Earl Lloyd, one of our well-respected Hall of Famers. Actually, one of the first Black African Americans to play in the NBA.
Well, Virginia's had a pretty, honestly, good history in the NBA. I mean,
yeah, we've got Earl, we've got Wallace. I know there's a couple more names on the wall, but I know for a fact those two stick out to me the most.
You guys had a phenomenal season last year. You made the tournament, correct?
Correct.
Division. Yep.
Yeah. The second round ended up losing to Cal PA. Good pass.
It's a great pass. And that's Alvin Rucker.
There's a flag going up in the air. Not for sure what that was about.
Of course, they've decided to rest Riddick for the rest of the game. Taking a chance of getting him injured. Let our backup get some time. Figuring everything out in the field.
At the conclusion of the play, dead ball,
Rucker
personal
looking
foul,
for
unnecessary roughness,
sideline.
West
Play
Virginia
call
State,
again.
number 63.
2 minutes and 26 seconds left. Actually, there was a unnecessary roughness call against West Virginia State University. Number 63.
Wow.
Amari Moore. Number 63.
Yeah.
Like I said, State is getting frustrated. I haven't seen anyone hang their head. I haven't seen anyone, stop playing.
Be
or
West
give up.
Virginia
I
State's
have
ball,
seen
first
there is
down.
a level of frustration. You can see that in our young men out there today. But it's been a chippy game all the way through, honestly.
From start to finish, you can just tell the intensity was there, and Notre Dame just was overall the better team. Nothing to sugarcoat. But like you said, the approach every week and every new game is the same. Don't overdo yourself.
You can't. No, yeah, that's the life of an athlete is you can't look at what happened yesterday. You can't look at what happened last play. It's next play go. Big time run from State.
Yes, it
Travis McAdoo finding room in the middle of the field, getting upfield.
That was big time. Only thing with football is you've got to wait a full week to even show yourself.
You do. That is. Oh, almost.
Off their fingertips.
Just a.
There's Jeremy. I'm pretty sure they're going to have a jump ball. May go to him, may not. But usually when he's in a game, there's a jump ball on the way. He stands about 6'4"-ish, maybe 210.
It was actually Tayshawn for that rush up the middle, not McAdoo.
Gotcha.
Rucker looking downfield, finds his man.
Good
Good pass. Good, yeah. Good pass play. So, losses like this happen, across all spectrums of sports from top tier pro to Division I, Division II. You just got to keep going. The bad takeaways though are the injuries that we have. Berry Hill is a big loss for that offense.
Yes.
Hopefully, we don't have an injury report yet. Hopefully, it's minor, and hopefully, we can see him back on the field before the end of the season. So that's all we can hope for. Phenomenal athlete.
Yes, he is. He can play.
Rucker takes the handoff, takes the ball. He's got some wheels on him. Beautiful leap at the end of that play from Rucker. Just a beautiful athletic play, showing his ability out there.
I think he can play.
When you look at the bright spots of losses like this, you do get to see what the backups can do out there, and that's what's important too sometimes. Because that was a great play from Rucker.
Yes, it was.
Fakes the handoff, looking downfield, goes through his progressions. Oh,
he got some heat on that ball too.
a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Need a little bit more touch on that one. That will come with experience, but that was.
What's he, a junior? It's a sophomore. Number 10. Is that 10 correct?
12.
12.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a sophomore. He's got plenty of time.
He should have his extra year with COVID as well.
Yeah.
So because we're getting Donovan back for a 5th year as well, so he'll be a 5th year senior next year. So.
Yeah.
Hands the ball off. Just jammed up in the middle there.
Yes, it was. The thing with the COVID year, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. You explain that.
The thing with the COVID year with me that really is going to stand out to me, honestly, is the stats, because you kind of give people an extra year to rebuild some stats and you almost rewrite the record books to a point where if a player does have a eruption year, that the stats will almost seem like untouchable within the next couple of years, considering that
Well, they did, because when you guys were playing during, I came for a couple weeks during 2020, and it just was too much, and I had to withdraw.
Timeout.
I mean, college
Notre
was
Dame.
the right proposition, but I mean, I had to withdraw from school because it was just too much. But you guys, you didn't get to play every single game, correct?
Right, correct. It was a shorter season.
Because I think State only had 5 games, and sometimes they didn't know who they were playing.
Right. Yeah.
They didn't know who they. I forget which game they were telling me about last year, but they literally had a moment's notice for that team to show up, and it was a team that stepped into the position for them. So I mean, it was a very crazy, wacky year.
Yeah.
And some guys, I think defensive player Krauser was one of the linebackers. I think that he just went ahead and just because he only had 1 year of eligibility left anyway.
Get you a touchdown.
So close. Oh.
Nope. I think he got him at the 1. But yeah.
Man, I tell you, every time those defensive backs make a tackle, they go after the ball.
Yeah.
They don't tackle the player. They attack the ball, and they've done that all game long.
That can hurt them later on in the season when they face another talented team. Not saying State is less talented, but another talented team when you just attack the ball and some people
break a tackle. But it's they go. But then usually they've got a guy right behind them getting the tackle, so it's like first man goes after the ball, second man goes after the tackle.
Right.
And they've just blanketed our receivers all game long, and not having Joe Fielder, not having Barry Hill, it's just allowed them to tee off on our other receivers, and that's what they've done all game long. And they've attacked, without hesitation. And then we've seen some big plays from their secondary.
Yeah.
So close. This is probably the best secondary play I've seen all year. I mean,
that we faced.
Yeah.
The only game I haven't seen was that Frostburg game.
I mean, that was a close game, and Frostburg's one of the top teams in the division. This is this has been, we talk about it, adversity, and this is pretty much what they've had to deal with this entire game. I mean, from weird, crazy, wacky plays to just loss of players and everything. This is, I mean, all around this was worst case scenario for State. But I mean, you just got to keep going. There's no.
Yeah. I think we're gonna come 1-on-1 down here on the bottom side.
I believe so. Oh, he goes across the middle. There we go again. See, I mean, there's another example of it. Just great play on the ball.
Yeah.
Head on the swivel. I mean, they're. You hear me talk a lot about fundamentals. The fundamentals of these defensive backs have just been on point all game long. That's going to bring up 4th and goal with 21 seconds left. I'd like to take this time to go ahead and thank our sponsors one last time. That's Encova Insurance, Geno's Pizza and Spaghetti House, Tudor's Biscuit World, Go-Mart, Mullen Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, Baird Financial Services, and of course Cookout with those amazing milkshakes. So, and go ahead and remind everyone that homecoming will be Saturday, October the 8th.
Picked it off.
And we will be facing West Virginia Wesleyan. With 16 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Notre Dame to pick the ball off.
Yes, they did on a rollout.
I've talked about it all game. Those defensive backs have pretty much been the deciding factor in this football game.
Big deciding factor.
You haven't seen a lot of tackles for loss. You haven't seen a lot of sacks. Our run game has been even without Joe Fielder has been pretty productive. But the tell of the tape and the deciding factor has been the defensive back play of Notre Dame. To borrow a phrase, they have been Johnny on the spot all game long.
I like that one.
Well, you can't knee it, so you have to come out of the end zone.
Yeah.
Unless they just for whatever reason, decided to take a safety. He might have enough room to knee it. Nope. They're just going to power I quarterback number up the center of the field. Try to get some space. Now, once they've got some space, they will. Ooh, that doesn't look good.
It doesn't.
That's their center.
That is the end of the contest.
Again, I mean, that and the offensive line for Notre Dame. Those have been the two real deciding factors. Everyone at home, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in and watching this game between West Virginia State University and the Notre Dame Falcons. As always, I'm Justin Walker.
I'm Anthony Pittman.
Thank you all, and have a great day.
We aren't looking for just any college students. We want passionate, curious, hard-working multitaskers. The strongest West Virginians, those who work, parent, and go the extra mile because they wouldn't have it any other way. Those who want professors to know them by name, and those who know that a fast-paced life is best navigated with a family who has your back. We are West Virginia State University, and if this is you, you're one of us. We aren't looking for just any college students. We want passionate, curious, hard-working multitaskers. The strongest West Virginians, those who work, parent, and go the extra mile because they wouldn't have it any other way. Those who want professors to know them by name, and those who know that a fast-paced life is best navigated with a family who has your back. We are West Virginia State University, and if this is you, you're one of us.